Welcome back to News Across Nigeria, and our focus for the moment is Kogi State and the health sector, where we focused on some of the infrastructure projects. And joining us to talk about that and other issues in that regard is Dr. Usman Zakari, the Commissioner Designate for Health, Kogi State, from Lokoja. Thank you so much, Commissioner, for joining us. Okay, if you can hear what I'm saying, you can unmute where you are, then that will help us to hear you. But can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
That's great. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. We mentioned some huge infrastructure projects, the 300-bed space reference hospital, the other ultra-modern hospital. These are quite capital intensive. When do you think, or when are these projects going to be completed?
Yeah, as you can see in the picture, the most displayed, the reference hospital is almost about 98%. As a matter of fact, all the equipment are complete, they are all on ground, the fittings are ongoing. It's just finishing touches. Otherwise, we are 98% complete. The one at Jegubeki is almost complete too, almost at 98% complete. There's an ongoing development at the General Hospital in Isolu. There's one that's going on at Badoko in Ajaokuto local government, and quite a number of them. But they are all at different stages of completion. But for reference hospital, I can tell you authoritatively that we're at 98% completion.
The governor of Kogi State has been vocal about supporting provision of healthcare across the board for people of the state. These hospitals, as far as being affordable and access is concerned, is it going to be that way?
Okay. Yes. There are different stratas of healthcare provision. The reference hospital, as the name implies, is going to provide a tertiary level of healthcare, specialist care, where you have different consultants manning different units and providing specialist care. For all the levels of care, that is why some of these ultra-modern general hospitals are coming up. And there's a lot that's going on right now in the state, to stop some of this catastrophic health expenditure and all these out-of-pocket expenditure. So right now, Kogi State has keyed in completely into the healthcare provision fund. We have about 30,878 people enrolled, about to begin to get care. There's the Bello care that's ongoing now using the State Health Insurance Agency. Most of these are, some of the strategies to reduce out-of-pocket expenditure. And beyond that, we are going into an arrangement that will ensure that some of these facilities, as cutting edge as they are, as high-tech as they are, will also be accessible to the people at a price that is not too exorbitant for them to afford. Because the executive governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Ayadozo Bello, one of his major, beyond providing this infrastructure, one of the major stakes for him is to ensure that the people can afford them at whatever stage of their illnesses.
And obviously, we talked about reducing medical tourism, which is part of what you're inferring by the completion of these projects and making it affordable for the average Kogi State citizen, as you've just mentioned. Give us an overview of the health sector in Kogi State as far as policy is concerned to provide healthcare for the people.
Yeah, I would like to take it from the issue of, stopping the health tourism out of the country. As a matter of fact, Kogi is going to be a hub now. Kogi is going to be the mecca of health, the mecca of all the people who seek health outside the country. The reference hospital in Okene, the expansive 300-bed reference hospital, has some of the cutting-edge facilities that are available in the country. That hospital has a 128-slide ultrasound machine in that hospital. We have the CT scan machine, 128 slides. We have an MRI machine there that is 1.5 Tesla. There is a hyperbaric oxygen chamber in that place. And then that hospital is going to have its own oxygen plant. So in that place, there are over 6 dialysis machines and so many other cutting-edge, technology that's going to be available for the people. And because of that, most of the persons who go out of this country to seek medical care are advised, to come to Okene when we become functional. I'm talking about the healthcare sector in Kogi State. We have around 800 primary healthcare facilities and about 57 functional secondary healthcare facilities within the state. Under the administration of His Excellency Alhaji Yahaya Adozo Bello, the governor of Kogi State, in 2018, about 3,000 healthcare professionals of various cadre were employed into the state. And there's an ongoing assessment, gap analysis, needs assessment to also continue to, fill in, where the gaps are. The WHO has 6 building blocks for health system strengthening. And we are looking at it, systems approach. We're taking it item by item from health infrastructure to equipment, to service delivery, health management information system, you name it. And so far, we're on target. We're moving at a pace that before the expiration of this administration, Kogi State will become, the go-to place for healthcare delivery system.
And we certainly wish you the best in that aspect. Thank you so much, Dr. Usman Zakari, Commissioner Designate for Health in Kogi State, for coming on News Across Nigeria.
Thank you for having me.